Guys, you ever have an external Zip100 drive fail on you where it'll put the disk in, but it spits it right back out? It won't retain the disk. Well, that just happened to me. Didn't see anything on YouTube speaking to this particular model or this problem, so I thought I would put something together quickly, just something real fast, just to be out there for folks that run into this. So you can see this particular model. This one was assembled in 2000. Looks like the model number is Z100 USB-NC. Okay, and I've had it that whole time. I used it way back. I'm dating myself, but yeah, I've had it this entire time since the turn of the century, and it has served me well until about last week when it started spitting out these discs when you stick them in. And this is the fix. So the most difficult part is actually getting it out of this stinking case, not the fix. The fix is absolutely dirt simple. Why don't we start with that fix? So you can see here there's a zip sticker on there. So what you would do is you would take that zip sticker, peel it back. Now right here there is a V-shaped, maybe a 7-shaped piece of metal. Okay, when you see this yellow arm right here, when you push the zip disk in, this yellow arm goes back and it will connect with this piece of bent metal. Okay, now over time, this piece of bent metal, or this metal, it kind of gets worn out, it sticks out here. What you do is you take anything, even something like this, you just literally bend it back in, just push it back in, because you'll see the end of this, where you see this piece of metal right there, it'll be way the heck out here. So you just literally take this piece of metal, or this piece, any type of stick or spudger or whatever you got, pen even, or pencil, and just stick it back in. So when you engage the disc, you notice it doesn't pop out, and it makes it nice and happy, and you can see where that yellow arm has engaged that metal spring and it's retained its space. It hasn't slung back. That's the fix, literally. Very simple. Okay, now the difficult part that was hard for me to understand was figuring out this case. So the first bit, here's the front and the back of it, that'll come out on its own. The difficult part here initially to get in is knowing where to push, right? On these tabs, the first thing you take off there are the feet, this bottom plate. And you just get a spudger or a credit card, anything super thin, and you just literally push right there, between here and this blue kit and the blue top. And that'll pop this off, and it comes out pretty easily. The more difficult part after that is removing, separating or releasing this clear plastic top from the bottom. And you can see here, I did some damage to mine trying to figure that out, right? You can see there and there. But once I got it open, you can see that it is held together by that guy and that guy. They stick into this and that. So that loop and that loop. So when this is on, let's turn it around. When this is effectively on, you just need to get a clear spudger, not clear, but a thin spudger, push it in there, and you can see the blue piece of plastic. Gently pry that in, and pry it in enough, and it will release from this guy right here. Same thing on this side, same kind of thing. It'll release right off this guy. And it'll pop open, and you can just literally, whoop, comes right off. That was difficult to figure out, but I did figure it out. These are brittle, so I'll be full disclosure. I did break off a couple pieces of plastic, which I did ultimately have to super glue on. This guy broke off. Then you can see these tiny little guys right there. I broke those off. But just as a matter of process, I glued them back on with super glue. And I imagine it will hold moving forward, and until I have to get into this thing again for any type of intermittent failure that may occur in the future. But for right now, that is the fix. When you put in a zip disk and it spits it back out, won't retain the disk, won't hold on to it. That's the problem. That metal arm right there has fatigued and worn out, and you just got to take something and push it back in. There you go. Okay, the rest is history. You guys have a great one. Appreciate you. Bye.